All right, welcome back to the Suburban Ford 7 Sportscape. Time for our final thoughts. Dave and I each get a minute to talk about whatever we want. Dave, take it away.
We talked a lot about Lions. I'm going to talk college football, and look, college football will finally crown a true national champion tomorrow night when Oregon and Ohio State play deep in the heart of Texas, and I, for one, am happy to see it. Under the old BCS system, we would have been treated to an Alabama-Florida State final, and as much as everyone wants to see Jameis Winston get pounded by that defense, the national semifinals proved they were not the two best teams. I still think the playoffs need one more tweak. That's expansion to 8 teams. That gives the winner of every major conference a shot at the national title, and maybe a non-BCS team too, and a couple wild cards. Even Justin's Michigan State Spartans maybe, who could stake claim to the crown. Attendance for college football's traditional bowl games continues to decline and is expected to check in this year at its lowest per-game average since 1978. TV numbers are strong, though, and on the rise. No one wants to see the football playoffs become a let-everyone-in style NCAA tournament that devalues the regular season. But in most years, there's enough good teams, enough appetite, and enough money to go around for an 8-team tournament. One other thing, Oregon 41, Ohio State 34.
Very, very good. All right. Well, moving home for me was a no-brainer because I believe that Detroit is clearly the best sports town in the country, but it certainly helps when all the teams are playing at a high level. You could say that with ease with brands like the Red Wings, the Tigers, Michigan, and Michigan State, and this year the Lions were a blast to cover with their recent success. The missing link, though, the Detroit Pistons, just fell off the map for the past few years, but now the team is on its way back. Take a look at this picture of Homer Simpson. It sums it up perfectly. Now the Lions fans can turn to the Pistons and be proud once again because they're a useful sports product. Winners of 8 of their last 9, and the team is not only playing solid basketball, they're fun to watch. I sat down with Stan Van Gundy before the season, came away impressed with him, and I asked him why fans in Detroit should care. He told me we have to give them something to care about, and we're starting to see that now. So, final thoughts?
Who knew Josh Smith could make that much of a difference?
Who knew Josh Smith could make that much of a difference? But get out to the Palace if you haven't done so yet. Dave, thank you so much for joining me on the Suburban Ford 7 Sportscape. Everybody, please enjoy your Sundays, and we'll see you next week.